Today is Tuesday, January 28th, 2014. And it is around morning time. It's 6 a.m. I just got out the shower and such, so excuse my hair being a little bit of a mess here. Anyway, I need to go ahead and say, first off, Scott, excuse me for being in church. I got fired from my job, my fault, but I got fired from my job. I became homeless. So if anything, I became homeless and did my best with Section 8 and all that. I did end up moving into another multi-room apartment. Pest control issues. Was not going to raise Jamie or us in there. But anyway, during the time that I was homeless in homeless shelters and such, I'm addressing here, I was dealing more with my personal childhood issues and such, and how that correlates into me being me today, and as far as being a mother, wife goes, and all that. So anyway, during those times, God didn't even reveal a thing to me as far as what was going on y'all's end. I had no idea. And then now recently, God, I believe, has been revealing things as far as on your end, Scott, whatever was going on, I hope you weren't being abused too. That's all I'm going to say there. And it's now been almost going on 6 years. And if anything now, as far as work goes, I'm not complaining to you, Scott. I'm complaining to other people about this one. As far as work, volunteer, anything like that, I work when I'm ready to work. And when I'm ready to work, I'll do what I need to do. Now, in the meantime, as far as being suggested to work and such, that's fine. But you don't tell me when I need to work. As far as, you don't control and to tell me when to work on yours time. I'll be ready to work on my time. I'm the one if I'm going to be working, it's me who's working here, not you. Second of all, it's kind of hard to focus on work when you're trying to focus on your family. And as far as church goes, we needed the help. And I'm talking about me, my baby, baby's out here and all. And as far as reconciliation and stuff like that goes, on my part, okay, I was being hard-headed. But you know what? The thing is that what I addressed and in detailed and such, and as far as being dramatizing goes or whatever, I was highly suggested that more than likely, and I'll quote it, abuser usually stays that way. So if anything, I'm thinking, take care of the baby first and then worry about talking to the baby's dad or support. Or I'm thinking, be sure that he is himself a man, an honorable, good man. I'll put it that way. That's the best way I could put it. And of course, before we start talking and such, and under control as far as, willing to listen. I'll say that. And on my side of things, I personally just did not want to be like a dumb person as far as, are we really going to get ourselves in another abusive or in a bad relationship, basically, Scott? That was my concern there. And the part of me just instinctively didn't share any of this because it wasn't just time yet, but in general, I didn't really talk too much about it, just didn't. When I was living in a domestic violence shelter, that's all I'm going to put there, pretty much as far as other women goes and listening to everybody, I very much just thought What if we really are going to be getting to where it becomes abusive? You know what I mean, Scott? Like, yeah. But the thing is, about Jerry Kaiser, the grandfather, Irene knew that he was not suitable. From what Scott, Elaine, Porter, and to everybody telling me, and to where just even, few seconds of getting to know him, like, you know what I mean? And the thing is that when I was living with Scott, Jerry Kaiser hostility. And for the most part, between Scott and Jerry was the most hostile. Like, they were mostly fighting the most here. Scott, obviously learned these kind of not learned to where that Scott was being controlled, and obviously that needed to be taken care of, and hopefully taken care of first before getting back with me and Jamie as far as stuff goes. And I mean, Jerry, it may have been your house, but you don't control people. It may be your house, but I'm not. Scott, too. It may be your house, Jerry, but Scott's not. And as far as Jamie goes, well, he may be your grandson and all that, but he's not your property. Does that make sense? And as far as what was going on with me, until God showed things and had me directed in different directions and such, I was sitting here like dealing with childhood issues, and as far as getting a job goes, well, yeah, eventually I got a job, but I couldn't even focus on work and such. And me personally trying to understand that part, and to, if I needed a medication or something, you know what I mean? And to where, am I really crazy, like ill in that sense? You know what I mean? But other than that, as far as church goes, these I just want to go to church and get myself together, and I just was not ready for any, I'll put it this way and quote it, spiritual work yet. Let's put it that way. And didn't really have the time, didn't really want to didn't want to, simply because it just was not, and I would personally been thinking this, and to where I felt like I couldn't even say anything, and felt like it was time to worry about growing the church and worry about getting a lot of stuff done for God goes in the church. But for myself and all, and I was already 22 years old. My baby's dad, Scott, I don't know what's been going on your end. I personally didn't know what was going on in his end. But unless he lied, he was already 21, a grown man, or two adults. And now since to where, as far as y'all goes, like church goes, and for whatever reason, whoever all else has been involved on his end, and whatever misinformation and any form of protection on my part, thank you, but doing our best to get it together. And that's it as far as this goes for this video. Thank you for watching, listening. Thank you for prayer support, and to listening, not just to, me too on this one, really listen to God, do what he says, and not just discern who is of God, good people, and who to listen to and all that, but, that helping each other out. And yeah, and as far as help goes, to that extent of doing what you don't want to do, I get that part, but not to where being controlled and stuff like that. And I think for the most part, even people, children, like, who are taught right and such, could sit here and tell us all that too. And other than it ain't funny, but hey, it needs to be done, and it's the truth. And excuse that this is like the only outfit that I got on for right now, so I'm doing the best I can here. And I'll get to, yeah, thank you.